Just when America has reached a breaking point with division, visionary influencer Danny Benson's I'm Proud of You Sis bro movement taps into the pulse and heartbeat of a culture radically torn. But this loving mom's voice of reason and calm has received national recognition.
How'd you balance having your children and always traveling with the Yankee organization?
When I became a dad, I said that I would always love like a mother.
I feel like I have to hide certain things or act a different way because I know some people or some kids feel like they have to.
As part of the Chapters Network, Benson brings a weekly show aired worldwide on YouTube and Facebook, and her message is creating positive change. That's Wednesday at 6 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Hey, hi everyone. Oh my God, it is February. Oh my goodness. So, hi February. February is here. I can't believe January is done. Hump Day, Groundhog's Day. I'm hearing we're having 6 more weeks of winter because of Groundhog season is shadow. And the way it's looking in New York, I believe that groundhog. Oh, I mean, I love it, hate it. I don't know how everyone did with digging out in the Northeast, but it was so crazy over the weekend. So hopefully everyone dug out and don't have any aches and pains like I did. Also, today is 2/2/22. For anyone out there who got married today or got engaged today, what a beautiful day to do it on 2/2/22. I mean, it only comes once in a lifetime. So my twins went to school today and they were super popular because there are 2 of them. So they had a good day. They took pictures, they were with their friends, and they just had a fabulous day. So I'm hoping everyone had a great Wednesday. But we are here now to continue speaking with Monica Morris. We had such an amazing show talking about strengthening your self-esteem that I decided to continue it and for her to come on to finish her points on self-esteem. Especially we are coming on Valentine's Day. So I know for a lot of people, that's like a hard time, especially with your self-esteem. Not for everyone, but if you feel like you're single or you're alone or you feel like maybe you're not worthy, I'm here to tell you right now, you are worthy, okay? I give my girls this. It's called mental moments. For any time that you're having a bad day, I always tell my babies, it's only for a moment in the whole scheme of things. So give yourself a mental moment. Just go and relax, think, refresh, and just let your feelings flow through your body. And I promise you, it gets better. It might not look better today or at this moment, but it gets better. But here's Monica Morris to talk about more about self-esteem, self-love, and just worthiness. Hey, Monica, how are you?
Hey,
Welcome back. How are you?
thanks for having me back, love.
Oh my goodness, how you been?
I have been doing well, a little busy, a little cold, a little tired of the snow, but other than that, I'm good.
Okay, so did you dig out like I had to dig out?
I had to dig out. I had to salt, and I am just like over it. Now I see it's another storm coming our way, girl.
I know. That's why I
need...
said I believe the groundhog, because we have another storm coming. And you want to know something that I've noticed? Before COVID, I used to always have these kids come knocking on my door, ready to earn $1 to shovel that snow.
Yes.
What happened to the kids?
Honey, the kids is tired too.
After COVID, they don't even come knocking on the door. And I'm assuming because it is COVID and the whole
right.
hysteria, I guess they don't want to be knocking on people's doors because they don't know if they have COVID or not. It's just like a weird thing now with like social distancing and going to people's like spaces and not really knowing them.
We're gonna blame that on COVID. Let's blame that on COVID, because any other time, like you said, little boys are knocking on the door. They want to make $5 to shovel your walk or shovel your steps. Nothing. Crickets. It was crickets this time around. So let's put that energy out there, and hopefully they'll be out this time around because it's coming back.
Oh, I'm
I
bracing
know.
for
I
it.
know.
I am
I
bracing for it.
know.
But I learned a new trick from my neighbor.
Okay.
He says, go out there every hour and shovel so it won't be so much snow packed by
Right.
the end of the snowstorm. And I looked at him and was like, can you do that for me, please?
I know that's right, because honey, I know that's right.
And it's cold. I was like, can you do that? I don't mean to be talking about the snow so much. I had frostbites. I was like to the
Yeah.
point, like I never had
Yeah.
frostbite before, but it's like a burning sensation on your fingertips.
Yep. Yep.
And I was like,
and they feel
and
like
even
they
if I
won't
put
get
water
warm.
on it, it
Yeah.
just still got worse. I was like, I was putting like warm water on
Girl,
it, and
I
it
know.
still was getting worse. And I was like, this is insane. But I'm not complaining because we've been having like really hot summers.
Yes.
So I don't know what I like now. I don't know if I like the cold or do I like that hot, humid.
I am a summer girl. Give me the heat. Give me I can even deal with my allergies driving me insane, but give me the heat. Give me the sun. Give me a beach, a bathing suit. I will trade that in anytime. For what's outside my front door, I will trade that in for the sun and the sand any day. Any day. That's I'm like, I need a vacation. I need a vacation. I need to be in Hawaii somewhere sipping a Mai Tai.
You know what?
With a good book.
The entire United States of America deserves a vacation.
Yes.
We deserve it. We earned
do.
it. So
yes.
everyone out there, please go on vacation this year. Please enjoy life this year.
Yes.
Get out of there. Enjoy life because we can't get it back, right? So
nope.
All right, so let's talk about self-esteem.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, girl.
So we ended, so the last three was basically self-love.
Okay.
We talked about meditation with self. We also talked about self-worth and this just taking that time out for yourself. You know, like I'm calling it the mental moment. Like take a mental moment for yourself.
Yes.
So what other advice do you have for the audience about just strengthening your self-esteem?
I have two things I wanted to touch on today. One is let's stop being so critical to ourselves. Because a lot of times we're critical. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like my nose. I think my booty's too big. I don't my belly. So all those criticisms that we throw at ourselves kind of puts a negative vibe around us, and it brings in negative energy. So think more positive thoughts, about yourself. Even I think you can go across any woman or any man for that fact and ask them, what don't you like about you? And they probably would tell you 5, 6, 7, 8 things, but you have to sometimes embrace your differences and learn to love that I need to work on this belly. You know what I mean? I want to get my summer body back. You have to find a way to make that positive and stop being so critical. And we all do it. I've done it myself, especially in these last 2 years. Put on my jeans and like, oh my God, I can't even button them. Look at my gut, look at my butt, my thighs are spread, so I myself that's something that I'm going to be 100% transparent here. I struggle with that. You know what I mean? I struggle with that.
You have to give yourself grace.
Give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Give yourself grace. And that's a part of loving who you are.
And you have to be kind to yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Because in anything that we do, it's not a race, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
And when you critique yourself, you got to remember to talk about the things that you're proud of yourself with. Like, what am I proud of me? That I like, what am I proud of? Like, you have to like balance it. You can't just keep saying, balance. I don't like this, I don't like that. So the question is, what do you like? You tell yourself, but exactly. I like this. I like my eyes. I like my nose. There has to be something that you do like about yourself, because you can't just loathe everything about you and criticize everything about you. So we have to try to change the narrative.
Yes.
And try to get to the place where we ask questions. Well, what do I like about me? It's funny because I asked this question to like a lot of people because I'm all about self-love day and all this great stuff. I say, name 5 people. I'm gonna ask you, name 5 people you love.
5 people I love besides myself. I'm gonna
Hey,
throw
you
myself in there.
said it.
I'm
Oh
going.
my God. You know what? I'll ask people that question, and let's say my mom, my dad, my daughter, my sister, my brother, and they never say themselves.
Yeah.
And that is like that's the question that I can figure out if someone really loves themselves and take care of themselves.
Yes.
Versus if someone, doesn't. I love how you said, well, besides myself, because it's rare that people say they love themselves.
Yeah.
They'll pick
Yeah.
people outside of them,
Mm-hmm.
but they won't pick them. And
They
I
won't
want
pick
people
them.
to be like you, to say, I love me. I love
Mm-hmm.
me. I love who I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because when you can admit you love who you are, when you critique yourself,
right,
you look at it at a different perspective, because you're not looking at it as in a place of hate.
Right, exactly.
If you're looking at it in a place of improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
exactly. A place of just coming into your own. And when you can, I think a lot of times when people say that they love themselves, they're also, I love me, my flaws and all. I love everything about me. You know what I mean? I'm not flawless, so I love them things too. So it also comes with not just grace, Danny, but also self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. We got to learn how to accept ourselves, accept who you are, accept all your flaws, all your mistakes, all our bad decisions, because again, they are part of what makes you you.
Well, you know what? You have to learn how to forgive yourself too.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
I mean, that is part of strengthening your self-esteem. A lot of times, I've learned you can't go to the back and you can't go to the past and change it, because it's already done.
It's already done. Yes.
I can't keep worrying about the future, because it's not even here yet. So I can just do my best to plan it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to live where I am right now. I read this powerful book called The Power of Now, and it's an amazing book. I'm a book reader, by the way. I read a lot of books.
Yes.
Everyone's like, are you on social media? Like, how come? I'm like, no, I'm not on social media. I'm in and out. And I pick a book to read because I love to expand my mind and my thoughts. And I'm not really into like, social media is a good thing, but I kind of stay away from like the gossiping things, because it's not good for my soul. Right?
It's not good for your soul.
It's not good for my soul, because I'm a place, like if I have to maintain happiness within my being, I can't be around things that bring negativity.
That's bringing
anger
negativity
and
in
anxiety
your aura.
and just, but the only thing I can control right now is what I do right now at this moment. Exactly. And I'm learning to appreciate this right now at this moment. A lot of us, when we're critiquing ourselves and looking at our self-esteem and saying we're worthless and we're not good enough,
and that's
right at this
heartbreaking to
moment, look in the mirror and just say, you know what? I might not be good enough right now because this is how I feel, right? But I have to get out of my feelings and think with my mind sometime and say, I'm not as bad as what I'm saying about myself based on my feelings. Because sometimes your feelings, you get so emotional that your emotion makes you look at yourself maybe worse than you really are.
Right. Because you're in an emotional state. You're in an emotional state at that time when you start saying those things about you, but the worst thing to me, and I've heard a little girl say one day, and she said, well, I'm not pretty. And I said, well, what? You are pretty. No, I'm not. I'm not pretty. And I said, well, why would you think that you're not pretty? I think you're beautiful. And she was like, well, I can't be beautiful. And I said, well, why can't you be beautiful? And she said to me, and it literally like crushed me in that moment. And she said, well, I'm not beautiful because everybody says I'm so dark. And I just was like, oh my God. I mean, my heart, it just felt like somebody you are beautiful. You are beautiful. And that's the thing. And the one thing I told her, what makes you very, very beautiful is the fact that you have that pretty dark skin. And my thing, if you don't teach somebody to embrace their own beauty, then they don't. And if you talk about what you feel as though is not beautiful, you, especially around a child, you tend to make them draw back. Well, I heard them say that wasn't pretty and I look like that, so now I'm not pretty. And that doesn't just hurt a child's self-esteem in that moment. That's something that they will carry out with them through life.
You know,
because
what?
No matter what goes on, they will remember somebody said that about me, and this is why I feel like I'm not beautiful.
You know what? It's like, first of all, I want to shout out, Happy Black History Month.
Yay!
That breaks my heart, because for her to think that the color of her skin is not pretty. And I have twins and they're not the same shade, but I broke it down to them, and I try to break it down, hopefully for the whole world. It's just a scientific color. It's just about who has more melanin versus who has less melanin.
Right.
It has nothing to do with I'm dark, so I'm unworthy. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve that. Versus I'm light and I'm beautiful, and the world loves light skin, or quote unquote white, white skin.
Right.
I tell my daughters, it's just a scientific thing. It's just the melanin in your skin. That's all it is. This skin color does not dictate your worth at all.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
And for when people want to put color and with hierarchy, and the lighter you are, that's man-made.
Yes.
That is a man-made hysteria to think that the lighter you are, the better you are.
You are.
The darker you are, the more, like, whatever, disgusting, not pretty, not look for the eye. That's it. You know what I would say to her if I would see this girl? You don't think you look pretty because you're dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the color black is mostly every woman's favorite color when they wear clothes.
Okay.
Girl, like, you are beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Your skin is beautiful. Because you should see my closet. I like wearing dark colors. Black all the time. It's just basically perception of someone saying that someone's skin is not beautiful because they're dark. Meanwhile, that same person that's saying that, I bet you their closet has, like, they have a whole bunch of black clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So you wear the black outfit because you look so pretty and you look so nice in it.
Yes.
But if someone carries a black skin, you're offended and think that's ugly.
Yeah. That broke my heart. That conversation literally broke my heart. I had to show her, we're a rainbow. In our culture, we're a rainbow. We can be lighter than light and darker than dark. Our culture, we are rainbow within itself. And but the self-acceptance for someone so young starts by what people put into them, the things that they say. It starts building up
like
who
the things that they pour into them, the seed that they're planting.
Exactly.
This person is being planted that they're not pretty because they're dark.
They're not pretty because they're dark.
You know what? This is how I judge people. I don't know why we get into this color thing in this world. I judge people if they're good people or if they're bad. If they're bad people. I don't care your religion. I don't care where you live. I don't care where you're from. I don't care about your
what
color,
you do.
Your skin. I don't really care about none of that.
Right.
What I care about is if you are good to me or if you're not good to me. And that's all that really should matter, because that's basically judging someone, like Martin Luther King said. You're judging someone based on their character and not the color of their skin.
Exactly.
And that's what it should be throughout life. And don't group people all in the same bunch, because every category of every human nature in this whole existence has bad apples because we are humans at the end of the day.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with the color of someone's skin that dictates if they're a bad person or not.
No.
It has to do with that person's character.
Mm-hmm.
The color of someone's skin does not dictate if they're good or bad.
Right.
It doesn't. And
It doesn't.
I don't know why humans think and equate when they see someone dark, they're going to do something awful.
That's a terrible misconception. That's a terrible misconception, but it's something that, you know, I know that everyone has dealt with, that I know, you know, it all, because you might, you know, and it's unfair. It's unfair because a lot of times we're not judged by our character. They don't want to take the time to get to know us. And it's almost like you're by you being of darker skin or you being black, it's almost like hands off. And then when you get to know us, you're like, oh, you're very nice.
You know what? We're all very, when I meet people all the time, I just show my character.
Yes.
That's the best that I can do. They can see the color of my skin and make a judgment of me, but I sure enough make sure my character breaks through the color of my skin.
That's right, girl. That's right. And that's the most important thing, because I'm more than just a color. I'm more than just that. There's so much of me, you know what I mean? And I'm more than just that. If that's all you can see and you can't get past it.
But I make sure my character shines through, girl. I be smiling.
I know that's right.
And even if I know you don't like me, that's that self-confidence, girl. I'm still smiling because you're going to get to know me whether you don't like this color or not.
That's that self-confidence. Yes, Diva.
Yes. And I teach my babies that too. Like, I don't play.
Right.
When it comes to the color of the skin, I don't play. I tell my babies, you better let them know who you really are.
That's
Mama
right.
show you character. Mama show you morals. You're a spiritual human being. You better don't let that first impression of them seeing the color of your skin stop them from showing them who you are. You better let your character break through that perception. Perception. Let it break through, girl. Because we're not gonna let the color of our skin stop us to where God ordained us to be, and that is your purpose. We ain't gonna let the color of your skin. No, we're not.
You better speak, girl.
No, you know why I love the younger generation. Even like my daughter's age, they're 8. They don't really see the color. Like they know it's there and it exists.
Thing with kids, they don't see it. They don't.
That's why I have so much hope for the future.
Yes.
I have so much hope for our country. I know one day I'm sick of the division, and I'm, you know, and this boils down to self-esteem, because I feel like if you really love yourself, you will love your neighbor.
You will.
Sometimes I feel like when I meet people who aren't kind to someone based on the color of their skin, I say, you know what? I'm going to be kind. You want to know why? Because I never know what that person is going through.
Exactly. Oh my God, Danny, my mother would say that all the time.
I'm
no
going to be kind.
What, still continue to be kind, because you don't know what that person is going through.
I don't know what that person learned. I don't know their background. I don't know why they feel this way. But however they're feeling has nothing to do with me. So I'm not going to stop my sunshine and my glow.
Okay.
Based on someone else's perception of me. Because if you don't like me, it's okay, because there's 300 billion people in this world. And that's what I need people to understand when it comes to self-esteem. You can nitpick whatever you want that you don't like about yourself. But there is 300 billion people in this world, and at least one person is gonna like you just the way you
are. That's right. So we're gonna say this: never dull your sparkle for anybody. Never dull your sparkle, honey. I love that. Yes, Danny.
Martin Luther King, I appreciate you so much for fighting the good fight for all of us, because it's all about unity of all Americans and all people of this world. It's not it's not about division. And honestly, I'm just tired of division. I want all of us to just get along, because you know what happens? It's all, we all want the same things. We all want to be happy. We
You
want our
all want
kids
the
to have like the
same
best
things.
education. We want to
Yes.
live in a great neighborhood, or a nice neighborhood. You know, we want our family. We all want the same things.
We
It
all
doesn't
want the
matter what
same
color of
things.
skin we have.
And we're not going to get it until we unify. It's all about unity. And like you said, loving your neighbor. Loving your neighbor, but loving your neighbor start with loving yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, you can't give love. You can't give love. So it's almost like, start
and what
here.
is point number 2? What is point number 2? Because I know you said you had 2 things.
2, goals. Set realistic goals. We make goals and they might be like so out of this world and over the top, but we have to learn how to make realistic goals and do little things to try to hit that goal. You know,
I'm reading this other book called Atomic Habits. I'm gonna like promote this book. But it basically, let's talk about what you're talking about. If you're going to set goals, be realistic about your goals.
Be realistic.
And work on your goals every single day.
Every single day. Just little teeny tiny things. 1, 2, 3. Do 5 steps to hit one thing and 5 steps to hit another, and so forth until you hit that big goal. And that a lot of times when you set a big goal, you stop yourself from getting there because it seems so big. It seems so big and you feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna never get there. So start setting little goals. Make all the roads to getting to that big goal, little goals in between. And that way, that one thing you want to hit, that one thing you want to get to, you're not feeling overwhelmed trying to get there. So take your time, little by little, day by day, and just chip away at it. Just chip away at it, and it'll come. So just be realistic. And have a realistic, pardon me, expectation. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. Okay? Yeah, I'm good. Have a realistic expectation of the time it takes to get there.
Well, Monica, I mean, happy Black History Month. Thank you for coming on. I'm proud of you, sis. I mean, you're amazing. And like the points that you said, you know, love yourself. Goal setting is important. You know, meditation is important. Acceptance of who you are, no matter what. Just start loving who you are and start building a relationship with who you are. I just want to tell you that I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, sis. I'm giving you flowers. Sis. You're an amazing human being. You're a mom. You have, you know, children. You have grandkids. Yes. And I'm so happy that you're producing the next generation of greatness. So thank you so much for coming on. I'm proud of you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so proud of you. The time went so fast, but you will be here soon enough. So thank you, and bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.